What's up, YouTube? Thank you for joining in on another one of my videos. So I'm doing an arm day video. So I did biceps, triceps, and shoulders on this day, and a little bit of forearms. So I'm starting off with alternating supinated dumbbell curls to target the short head of the bicep. So Eric and I, we both did 3 sets of 12 on this one. So right after the bicep curls, I go straight into dumbbell skull crushers. So let's go take a look at that. Just got done with the curls. Now I'm going into the dumbbell skull crushers. So I'm in the neutral grip. So what I'm doing, I'm actually leaning my shoulders back. It may cause tension on your shoulders if you have shoulder injury, but don't worry, there's always ways around that. If you don't have shoulder injuries, tilt your shoulders back, grab the dumbbell in the neutral grip, make sure your palm is facing inwards, come all the way down, tap your shoulders, and then come up fully extending your elbows so you get optimal tricep contraction. Moving on into our second exercise, we are doing wide grip barbell curls. So I specifically like using the wavy bar because if you're anything like me where I can't fully straighten out my palm and keep it fully supinated, this would definitely be the bar for you because it's a lot less intense on your wrist. This one's also targeting the short head of the bicep and a little bit of your forearms. So going in from that, we went into barbell skull crushers. So this one, same thing with the dumbbells, just lean your shoulders back, make sure you have a close grip on this barbell, and always make sure you bring that bar straight to your forehead and fully extend your elbows at the top to get optimal tricep contraction. Moving on into our next exercise, this is one of my most favorite machines for your lateral delts. So this is actually called our lateral raise machine. This one specific actually has a really nice range of motion that does not hurt my shoulder in specific. It may hurt yours if you have injuries like mine, but just kind of play around with the weight and see what works best for you. So this one, I'm literally letting my delts do all the work. Take your pointer finger, your middle finger, and your thumb, and just lightly wrap it around the handle itself. All you're going to do, bring it up to 90 degrees parallel with your neck, and then you're going to slowly let it down and just let that delt burn. Let it build up that lactic acid. Right after that, supersetted straight into hammer curls. This is working the long head of the bicep, and it is really targeting the brachialis of the forearm. Now, just make sure you can either stay completely neutral right to your side, or you can cup in with the dumbbell and you can get better contraction. At least I do with that. Just kind of play around with the weight and play around with the motion and see what works best for you. Going into another exercise, doing a neutral grip shoulder press machine. Really focusing on time and attention under this. I think Eric and I, we did 5 sets. We did 8 to 10 reps on this one. And this honestly, this is one of the machines that does not hurt my shoulder whatsoever because it's in the neutral grip, because it's not putting as much strain on that rotator cuff muscle. So if you have a shoulder injury, definitely try using this machine and only in the neutral grip, as you see here on the footage. All right, you guys already know this exercise. Heavy ass shrugs for big ass traps. Nothing to it. Tricep push downs, one of my most favorite tricep exercises out there today. This is overall just kind of working just the tricep in general, a mix between the long and the short head with a slight touch of the lateral head, just depending on what grip you're using. I'm more or less using the wide grip. If you wanted to use a more narrow grip, that would work more lateral and short head of the tricep. But if you want really big looking triceps, really try and work on that long head without neglecting the other two heads of the tricep. Right after I finished the tricep pushdowns, I supersetted straight into a shrug machine. So it's the same thing as dumbbells pretty much, except the machine is pure isolation and there's no free movement. So it's not working any stabilizer muscles in your traps whatsoever. It's just pure mind muscle connection from your hands, machine, all the way up to your traps. All right, YouTube. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. My buddy's over hanging out, and he's playing some festive music as I'm doing this voiceover and doing homework. So
your face is festive.
I'm always festive, bro, with my ginger beard. So this guy right here, we're doing medial raises on this. We're actually doing a huge triple superset on this one. So we're starting with lateral raises. Did 15 reps there, and then instantly grabbed the barbell. So I varied my grip on this one throughout the rest of my sets, but this one I mainly stuck with a wide under grip motion on this exercise in particular. This one I also did 15 reps as well. Right after I just got done with the dumbbells, going straight into this is an absolute delt killer. Like you can see right here, I'm actually really struggling with it. So I just bust out all the reps as best as I could. And after that, I dropped the bar as I'm doing there. Walking over, I'm actually putting my back on this back pad right here, and I'm doing rope split. So this exercise in particular is great with the back pad because there is no way you can use momentum to cheat any single one of your reps. All right, last and final exercise. So a little forearm blaster that we did. We didn't quite do everything that we usually do with it, but this one, if you're limited on time, it's a great one and it hits everything. Right here, doing wrist extensions. Grab the bar nice and close. Keep your hands pronated, which means palms facing down to the floor. And then just use all the strength in your wrist to get that motion up. And you're going to feel a pretty good burn in the top portion of your forearms. And then I superset it over into wrist flexion. So this one, it's easier to do on a bench because you're isolating the bottom portion of your forearm muscles. Make sure your hands are supinated, which is palms facing towards the sky, straight up in the air. Grab onto that barbell and just curl your wrists back.